Gather round, let me hear how you feel inside. You African, I know you're scared inside. You African, but I know your future's bright. You African, let the children sing. No matter what I say or do, they might be thinking that you're lonely. You run the world and you know it.
Some people are strong, guys.
Yeah, and very
Then some people are not really strong.
Yep.
They are going to commit suicide. They are going to jump. One of our friends who has the Mind Your Mental Matters. Shout out to you, Vet. We are actually getting information from her one day, and she said that after every how many minutes?
4 seconds.
40 minutes or
40 seconds.
40 seconds.
Yeah, I think she said 40 seconds.
40 seconds.
Yeah.
Somebody is committing suicide. 40 seconds. So ask yourself, do you want to be that person that is going to cause somebody within those 40 seconds to commit suicide because you've shamed their body?
Yeah.
Because you don't know. Guys, one thing that you need to understand is in this lifetime, everybody goes through things.
Exactly.
Whatever I'm going through behind the doors, you don't even know it.
And we're all wearing masks outside.
Exactly. Maybe I'm crying the whole night about a certain subject and all that. Then the moment I step out and somebody says it, I'll feel like the whole world is actually seeing it written on my face. Then people who are not strong enough, they would totally really commit suicide just because of that.
I remember when I went went through a very hard breakup, and I wasn't eating. I was not eating. I lost 4 dress sizes from being a big girl that I've always been. I was born a big girl. I've always been a big girl, and I'm really proud of it. And I went down, like I literally, my mom used to ask, what is wrong? People started circulating things that maybe she was pregnant and she got an abortion. And this is my family who were saying this in my face. People were saying maybe she's got HIV. A lot of things were said, and I was just so depressed. It was not even funny. And only when my mom talked me through this and we worked through it, I started loving myself again, and I started gaining the weight again. I'm more comfortable when I'm the size that I've always been when I was growing up, and not when I'm smaller, because that's not who I am. So when I'm smaller, I feel like everyone is looking at me like, oh my gosh, she's lost weight. What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong?
Actually, I had a scenario like that. So I think about around 2015. So I decided, okay, let me just go to the gym. One, I went to the gym because everybody was going to the gym. It was like the in thing,
pressure.
So we're going to the gym with my friends, and I've just noticed how much I can lose weight very quickly anyways. So I lost weight. So after I lost weight, the next thing that everybody who saw me those days was like, oh my God, you're so thin. The way they said it to me. I remember that time I told my friends that, you know what, I'm not going to step in the gym ever again. I felt like they are seeing collarbones here, I'm a skeleton. The way that they were saying, like, you're so thin. So you see, when I am having the way that I'm having, they'll be like, you're gaining. Then when I lose the weight, they're like, you're so thin. So at the end of the day,
you can't win or lose.
You can't really balance your life according to what people would say.
Yes.
But just make sure that you stay healthy. It is important to stay healthy. We are not saying that people who are big don't just take care of yourself. It doesn't matter. Do anything that you want, guys. Your body is a temple of God. You need to take care of it.
That's so true. I'm just going to read another little part from the research that I was doing. It says bodies change all the time, and weight loss can often be unintentional due to physical or mental health condition or illness. Assuming that someone is losing weight by choice further adds to the belief that any kind of weight loss is good, or perhaps that the person looked worse at a larger size. When you simply don't know what a person is going through privately, just don't say anything about their weight.
Exactly. So you see now what you're saying, that it's not even always about the plus size.
Yeah.
It also goes to people who have lost their weight, who are slim.
Yeah.
Because somebody would really say that, like, okay, you are really thin, Then the person has already been stressing. Now they will think that everybody is seeing it.
Yeah.
You start thinking that people are actually reading into your problems, what you're going through. Maybe they know it and all that.
And you've been trying to hide it so much.
And you've been trying to hide it so much.
Yeah.
Everybody has a right to privacy. So at the end of the day, somebody can actually really commit suicide. People really need to understand that whatever people do within our society, most of the time it's influenced by the people around us, by the people that are on social media, maybe if people are on social media. But be that person that decide that I am on social media to bring the positive news. If you don't like what I am, don't comment, don't like.
Exactly,
pass.
just pass. That's why you scroll, yeah?
Exactly.
Just scroll
just pass. Don't say anything.
Yep.
So you find people who put like, if Kupera was a person, dude.
Exactly.
Just leave my post and go
That's
where you are going.
That's almost like social media etiquette. People don't know about this stuff. Like people it's almost like just vomiting words.
It's very
just
bad.
Just talk.
It's really bad, and it really affects other people at the end of the day. Or people will start screenshotting the person and sending it. The screenshots association, they will be sending it to another person,
and then it will come back to you.
Yes.
So you're like, how many people have seen this?
Exactly. So if it's bad news, why are you sending it? Why are you screenshotting it at the end of the day? So after you screenshot it, you give it to another person. What good does it bring at the end of the day?
We laugh and we enjoy and we laugh at you. And we don't even know you. We're laughing at you, we don't even know you.
Yes, and how much money do you get from laughing at me at the end of the day? Does it increase your bank balance? You are still as broke as you were before if you do not have money. If you are rich, it did not increase even a percentage of your riches as well. So
makes you
at the end of the day, if it's you don't like it, if you don't like a lady the way they look like,
or guys,
and also guys, we are not only talking about ladies here. There are also guys that are chubby. Actually, guys have an advantage. They'll just be like, he's chubby. They won't say he is fat like how they do to girls, but they just say this guy is chubby. But if you look at it also in terms of guys, somebody will say like, I don't like a guy without a six-pack. I don't like a guy with this and this and this. It's okay. You don't like a guy with that, but leave him alone. If he has the things that you don't like, leave him alone. There's somebody that likes him like that. You know?
Just reminded me of when we were in high school. Oh my gosh, kids are so mean. When we were in school, we're so mean. We used to laugh at the boys, and I'm so sorry, guys, for laughing at you for this. We're kids. When like when boys will be wearing shorts and then they wear the socks, and most of them would have their legs are not like women's legs. They're very tiny, thin. Hey, thin is not a good word. Slim. They're very slim, and would make fun of them to the extent that boys would want to wear trousers instead of shorts because the girls would be making fun of them because of their legs.
So
and that's another thing.
I think it's actually another part of body shaming that people will be talking about the guys in terms of their six-pack. Is this person having muscles and you are too short? Those kind of a thing. Like, you are the shortest person in the building, or girls like tall guys. It's actually body shaming because if you're talking about my height as well,
I can't do anything about it.
Exactly. What should I do? Should I put fertilizer or what on my body, or drink it to get tall? There's nothing that you can do. So again, it comes back to the fact that you are laughing about someone maybe for a situation that they cannot even change.
Exactly.
And that they are actually always wishing they can change. And you do not know it.
Yeah. You even go back to the colonial times where we know that there's history of when our ancestors were taken to the UK, to Europe, or to America and put in museums, because there's a woman from South Africa who was put in a museum because she had a huge bum, and the colonialists then were shocked. They'd never seen anyone with such a huge bum, and then they display her there to show off that, oh my gosh, look at what she looks like. And it's like, people they shame us for that. We've been shamed for the shape of our lips, we've been shamed for the shape of our nose, we've been shamed for a lot of things, but now the same people who shame us for that are now going to get plastic surgery to get big hips, big bums, big lips. Now pouting is like an in thing. But we've always looked like this as African. We've always looked like this.
Exactly.
And there was even a high rise of, and I'm just saying, if you go online, it's there. There's a high rise of interracial marriages or interracial relationships. There are people who are in interracial relationships who really love each other, but then there are those who do it just for is it clout? Does it just so that I can have a mixed race child?
Okay.
So there was such a huge increase in people just getting with black men or black women, especially the getting with black men so they can have an interracial child.
Okay.
And then and being a mixed child also comes with its own disadvantages. We've grown up with in Zimbabwe we call them colors. in the rest. I mean, most Africans, they call mixed race children colors. And even that term colored also comes with its own
stereotyping kind of a thing.
Exactly, because now they don't know whether they are white or black. If they go to the black people, the black people are like, no, you're not
you
like
don't
us.
fit here.
Exactly.
You don't
when
fit
they go to the white people, they're like,
well.
no, you're not like
so
us.
So you're
and
just there, you're just there, and
yeah.
people will just go like, okay, all colors, they are thieves,
Exactly.
they are thugs, you know,
Exactly.
and they are actually good people. So
Yeah.
it's just like a matter of people just knowing what to say to others, know what to. Don't just say out things, especially if you don't know the person, guys. The reason why we are doing this video is just to highlight some of the things that people do. And sometimes you may do it unintentionally, like what you said, you guys were laughing and you were still kids, you know, so you can actually be laughing. And I also like kind of felt like there was also a time that I sent a message to one of my friends. She had really lost weight, so I was like, my God, you lost weight, what are you doing? Can you give me the tips? Kind of a thing. I didn't know she was going through very, very, very hard problems, you know. So at the end of the day, and I only got to know it maybe a year later that she was going through problems. Then I was like, it started like ringing in my mind, like, that's why she lost weight that much time, you know. So imagine when I said it, I'm sure it even added to her more stress. And for me, I was not saying it in a way of like, you really look thin, in a laughing way, but I was saying it in a complimenting, but still imagine that I was still complimenting, but there was a situation behind it. So we really need to be careful. So even when you feel like I'm complimenting, I was wrong in my complimenting, imagine.
That's true.
So you never know when you're right and when you're wrong in terms of somebody's body. If you do not know them, just leave them alone. Wait for them to talk to you about it. Wait for them to seek for your help. If they don't seek for your help, then especially on internet, guys, leave people alone.
I'm just gonna go through a few in ending a few statements that we say that we think, like you're saying, you're complimenting, but you're actually not, like what you're saying. So one of the compliments is like, I'm gonna say it in Sean and then we're gonna translate. So someone says, just because ndasimba. So that's almost like saying,
like saying that the weight you have shows that you are rich.
It's actually an African
the weight
thing.
you have
also, like
shows
the bigger the guy is, the bigger tummy that he has, it means that he's a businessman.
He's a businessman.
So now you
relate
a lot
weight
of money. Gain to money.
Yes.
And sometimes it's not because of that. We've gone through times where you eat for comfort food and you gain weight because you're eating a lot, because you're trying to sometimes also yourself. People
gain weight just because they are at peace of mind. I'm one of the peace of mind people, like literally. Like, you know me, you know what I eat on daily basis.
We were talking about it today.
And you're like, so are you gonna eat this food only? I'm like, yeah, that's what I eat, and I only eat once a day, but I have highest level of peace of mind. I'm at peace about everything. So
yes, girl. So that's Africans also on social media, or if you meet me in person, if you meet a plus size person in person, or even a slimmer person in person. Don't say your saying to someone, and they were Simba, or like, oh my gosh,
not a greeting. It's not a greeting. Is that a hi?
Not a greeting.
It's like Endewa Simba is a greeting, or Endewa Wanda is a greeting, you know.
Oh, Yichidumbu, oh, what a big tummy you have. It is not a greeting. It is not. Just greet me. Exactly.
That's
not a greeting. And another one, this one is not a really good thing, and I've experienced it a lot of times where people just assume that because I'm a bigger girl, I'm a married woman. So people will call me mother, or people will be like, Amai, or like Mrs. MRS, just because I'm a bigger girl. And then the ladies who are slimmer will be called like a girl, you know.
And yet they are the ones that are actually missing.
Exactly. And you know, like the slimmer girls and the slimmer guys actually go through it, because both, so when you go shopping for clothes, the plus size people struggle to get clothes. Then the slimmer people struggle to get clothes. They even get to the extent of buying from
the kids
section.
Kids
and that's
section.
not a good thing to go through. Because now you're like, I'm wearing a 12 years child t-shirt, but I couldn't find one in my size as a woman, you know. So that is not nice to just assume just because I've got a big body, I'm married. No. So then that means that if someone gets married, people are totally automatically assuming that if you're married, you need to gain weight. So if you don't gain weight, it means that you're going through abuse or something. But it's not.
They don't want to work with the facts.
They don't want to wear
assumptions on
yeah.
them.
And stop calling my tummy a Jojo tank. It's not funny. I know I'm laughing, but it's not
seen
funny.
it also. I think on these pages, like where people want to lose weight, they'll be like, yeah, I finally lost the Jojo tank, blah blah blah.
It's like you're
that.
trying to claim now the word to make it funnier, but it's not.
It
it's
might
not.
be affecting other people.
And like you're saying, another thing of saying, have you lost? Oh my gosh, have you lost weight? You look amazing.
Man.
So what are you saying, that I didn't look amazing before?
Yeah, that's what he's saying actually. That's what he's saying.
And okay, the slim jokes have already said that some of the slim jokes will be like, oh, you're so slim, if the wind was to come, it would blow you away.
Oh my god. Or somebody will be just like, you really look like a skeleton, you know, like skeleton,
You know?
it's not nice
It's
at the end
not.
of the day. So
It's
like what
not.
you're saying, it's not always about the plus size, it's
Yeah.
also about the other people, it's also about someone who is short. All of that can just be categorized under body shaming. So a person's height, a person's weight, a person's color, I don't know, whatever that you may think of, as long as it's part of my body, and somebody will be like, yeah.
Someone can even say, this is another one where they say, you're so pretty for your size.
Yeah,
You're so beautiful for your size.
exactly.
Oh.
And they say it like it's a compliment.
Yeah, it's, oh my gosh, thank you. No.
Oh, you're such a strong person. And here you'll be thinking like, yeah, I'm a strong person.
Or like, real women have curves. African women have curves. African women, and here I am, I don't even have a bum. And now I'm trying to think, okay, but I'm Namagaro, guys. And
so
people
what
are
are you
saying,
guys talking about? So
So
I'm
I'm
not
not
you
African?
or what? Yeah. And
You
also
know?
it goes back to the ladies that are slimmer also. They'll be like, okay, so what am I at the end of the day, you know?
Yeah. And one of the last ones is like, people make it seem like if you're a plus size, I'm not going to use the F word, the fat word. It means you're unattractive. So for you to be attractive, you need to be a size 8, or you need to be a size 4
Yeah.
for you to be attractive.
And especially that, you know, that thing now is like, again, one of my friends once told me that I posted a picture and he was like, I'm not going to say his name. You will know when you see this. So my friend was like, tibvire apa, endai kugym apa, mujashaya vanorora, you know, that kind of a thing.
Exactly.
Like, I was like, okay, fine. Guys, how many people got married to slenders and they are divorced? Why did you divorce your slenders? At the end of the day, what was missing on them? Because it seems as if you got a jackpot when you got slenders.
Yeah.
You see, so at the end of the day, if you want to determine who you're going to marry according to the body shape, bruh, you're losing it. There are a lot of things that you need to look at before you can get married to a person. And also your advice, especially when it comes to ladies, coming back again to this Twitter guy, because it seems as if his point is still on who's gonna marry you, nobody's gonna choose you. So at the end of the day, you need to know that the person that you're going to choose, you have to choose the person based on, you need to choose the person based on their weight or based on their height. Or, yes, it's up to you. That's why I said the world, anzinyika nekukura kwayo, Mwari wakaisika ine vanhu vakawandisa.
Exactly.
The world is a lot of people. So instead of you going to tell every other person you see, like for me, I'll go and say, dude, you are too short, get tall so that I can date you. Go to the taller guys.
Exactly.
Right? So I cannot be like, okay, you have an issue until, just wait until you get to that body size, then you see, you know, she's gonna, okay, you're gonna marry her. She's gonna give birth. My God, when she gives birth, that body is gonna change, huh? So when it changes, what are you gonna do? So are you gonna drop her?
If you see a lot of this, like in these marriage groups and whatever, there's a lot of women who come forth and say their husbands are shaming them for having stretch marks, for having grown bigger. They'll be like, but Beyonce lost weight. Why can't you lose weight?
Those guys are doing surgery. Give me the money. I mean, even if you give me the money, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna just take your money and just use it for other things, you know. So at the end of the day, guys, I would say that you need to know what to say to people and just know who you are talking to. Diversity. This world is full of different people, different cultures. know if that culture allows you to say a certain comment.
I don't think there's any culture that allows to body shame. We just have claimed, we think we're so superior. So when you're saying that to someone, you feel like
you are better.
Exactly.
You're putting yourself actually in a better
It's almost like a
position.
bully
So you need
syndrome.
to be
It's
like
you're bullying and
you
stuff.
really need to humble yourself and
Yeah.
just be you. I think it comes back to a situation whereby if somebody also gets married, okay, before somebody gets married, everybody is actually saying, when are you getting married? And everybody is asking you that question, right? I also have a guy friend of mine who is being asked that question. One day she just said that I'm really tired of being asked it. I thought only girls are being asked, but also guys. Then after the person gets married, right? Okay, I got married, be happy. Because that's what you want. Next question, when are you having a baby? Guys, please.
And then you have the baby.
baby.
You have the baby. Just do another one.
Just
so
do
they can
another
grow
one.
up together.
So, why are you involved in people's lives? Why do you
Yeah.
want to be involved in people's life? Why do you want to be involved in people's budget? After I have a child, you'll be like, why are you taking your child to that school? The child should go to this school.
Yes.
Do your own life. Your own.
Anyway, Miss Ivy, thank you so much for joining me. You know, we can go on and on about this. Like, it's amazing, and it's we're learning. Like you heard me saying, I've also said these things, and I'm also learning to not say that as well. So hoping that from now on we can learn not to body shame people. How would you feel if someone said something about your body? It's not nice. So guys, Miss Ivy, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you will come again next time.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure being here at Let's Talk by Miss Spider. There's a lot of things that we are learning, and also by talking about these things like what you said, I also have my parts where I used to say those things, and because of the fact that we have spoken about it, then it will be a reminder every day that I shouldn't ask a person, that I shouldn't say this and this to a person, which is really helpful.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ivy. She's going to be a regular here because there's already another video that we should with
From Adam to July.